Good afternoon, chat. Happy Tuesday. We are not on Monday anymore, which is all nice and dandy. Hello. We got another day. Another CC run, Squiddy. I was trying to think of the SpongeBob reference of what they exactly said, and I could not. Ain't gonna lie. Another mining simulator. Nah, surely we get out of the mines once, right? Not a total mining simulator. Another day, another nickel. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy time zone, even though daylight savings just happened and everybody's upset still. I have definitely not fixed my sleep schedule for it, and I'm going to bed later than I should. Yeah, add a new tweet about the CA speed of harvest direction. That's interesting. I have not. Posting a new patch now? That's kind of funny. Is it just like the same now? Is what I'm assuming. Oh, so he's just making it slower. I see how it is. Ah. He's not speeding it up. He's just making it slower. Yeah, it shouldn't make a difference. We're not abusing that. So when he's fixing that, he means like if you're holding down right click and only right click and just moving to the side, it like auto harvests like the 3x3. Where I'm animation canceling and specifically like moving my mouse to pick up all the crops, so that shouldn't be affected because that's just based off of your mouse speed. It's really a big like console buff realistically, or technically console nerf if it's slowed down in both ways. Which is kind of funny. If he sped it up, it would be a buff, but if he speeds it down to match the slower one, then it's a nerf. Which is interesting to think about. I don't think I'll ever notice it personally, but... Yeah, I had DST. My time zone, all messed up right now. This will be the new start time for the foreseeable future. Well, to be fair, I'm very late. It's almost noon. So it's late for my standards. But yes. Yeah, it's past noon now, but I've already started, so... Today has been a very late start. No, it's daylight savings. It happened on, what, Sunday? Monday? So just my entire time zone shifted. That's why it's, like, been slightly an hour off. every stream this week, I have started like at my quote-unquote usual time, which is like I'm starting before 12. Anyway, I'm starting before 12. I'm sorry. I'm starting before or after 11, but not before but before 12. Yeah, no, I was saying that right. My normal 11 to 12 time slot is when I've been starting all week. The difference is time zone. That actually should be better for the EU bros, I think. Lightly earlier. It's on EU, yeah. We love time zones. Breaking more rocks at the start here. Mistake, but it's fine, I guess. Not a great start so far. I think I'll reach 3,000 attempts. Not before 1.6 now. That's it. I don't know how much of a difference I'll make. I'll probably end up going back to my yearly CC grind at some point in the next year. Once 1 point, or yeah, I mean next year. We focus on 1.6 content when it drops. I guess I'll look at the tweet. I don't think there's much of a point to look at the tweet, though. Fixed where it's faster to harvest. Yeah, I mean, that just sounds like a nerf. I need to look at it. Just waited till the just waited till the mushroom cave lovers realize that he's bug fixing the mushroom cave where they don't produce every day anymore. So that juicy, like, 200 daily gold every day is gone. Oh, boy. Yep. Apparently. It was I just find it more funny he's nerfing the worst option. Not nerfing, just making it work as intended. True. There's a lot of dumb bugs he's fixing, and the reason I know them is because he has talked to the speedrunning community about bugs and asking about bugs before all these new 1.6 shenanigans that he's adding is happening, before he basically made it into an actual, like, content patch and not just a modding update. Quality of life. There's a bunch of dumb fucking, small changes like that. I won't say dumb. There's just a lot of small changes like that, though. I think he's making it slower, so it's just an overall nerf. Just straight up. It's an overall nerf to, like, controller users mainly. And lazy PC players. If you move your mouse up and down the row to pick them all up individually, it won't be a nerf to you. So it won't affect speedrunning whatsoever. It affects casual play, but not speedrunning. I don't know. I really can't say if I have a favorite game. I play a lot of different games over the years. And I've enjoyed a lot. I mean, if you define it as the most hours that I put into a game, then yes. But Stardew is also my job, unlike any of the other games that I play. Stardew has its issues. Also has its upsides. And there's a freebie on the floor. You check it out. Freebie, it's fine. Like, Stardew is definitely my favorite game of this genre. Realistically, the only game that I like from this genre currently. There's so many rocks on this floor, God. Dang it. is such an awful floor 9. I don't know why I didn't kill that guy. I called anybody wooden. You know, if there was like a ladder in one of like the corners here, I probably wouldn't notice it because I really was not looking that hard. Bro. I know you can say that I've misplayed this floor because I'm not killing any of these flying insects, but they've been in like bad spots to kill a majority of the time. It's just like not worth killing, but made that floor take forever. Take that for an edge case. We're good on copper. I probably should have broken that node, or that clump. Thank you for making me not walk up there. Not the greatest pace, but playable. Day 6 club sucks, though. Probably instant reset if I don't get a forest sword on 29. I want to play a run like this. Especially one without a cave carrots. Or stepping up one by one. A little bit of a greedy pathing. That's a paragraph that I can't read while mining. Probably could have read it when I was eating, but... Are you saying that if I open up the chest, open up my inventory, and delete the sword before, no, but then, do you get the cutscene still, or does it skip the guy? This run's dead. Huh, interesting. I have to be real quick at deleting that sword. Oh, you don't even need to delete it. You just need to pick it up. And you still want to delete it. Seems annoying. I'll probably just not do it. Yeah, but I have to figure out where to put my mouse. And then I have to, like, walk up to the chest and click on it. I have to get out of the habit of right-clicking the chest with my mouse. As well as my brain will probably malfunction and I'll stop walking when getting up to the chest because I literally walk like 3 or 4 steps before the animation finishes if you wait to open up your inventory. I'm generally not even close to the chest anymore by the time that it actually opens. Yeah. A lot of horseradishes. 200G extra. Could have been 250. Again, seems annoying. Probably just won't do. I got another geode. Probably should have eaten the dandelion. About to say I regret going to the right there, but it somehow paid off. Base there. I was just raw did that. I was just moved my mouse manually to pick it up before. That would have been funny. I should have destroyed these two rocks, I guess, for edge cases, but fine. See, now that you brought it up, I'm gonna try to just do it, but without the setup. And when I do it without the setup, it's gonna be Pog, and then I'm never gonna recreate it. Little Toaster and Need You, thank you for the resubs for 9 and 26 months respectively.
Pogger sub.
Yeah, probably.
Have hype, have love.
I'm breaking this. And now I gotta break this. Pain! Who needs a setup? Banger. It only sucks when you get a ring though, because you still gotta open and close the menu. Thank you for the raid. Hope your stream went well. What were you up to, Stardew? You preparing for 1.6? Or just doing whatever? Reese's right. I hope your stream went well again. Even worth playing this without a club with how slow it is. I have no copper. Well, basically none. Money's not great. Ace ain't great. Whatever. We'll just play it just in case. You never know. Next 5 floors can be god tier. In fact, they were not god tier. I wish I had a cherry bomb. Realistically, I do need to break this. Huh? Surely you give me a cherry bomb, right? Okay, well, I appreciate the crab. But honestly, in a situation like this, I would have preferred the cherry bomb. In every single regard. We're fine. I'm cool. This is a reset, right? 4 sword is 1 to the left. I'm playing without a weapon. I'm not YOLOing it. Ace wasn't even good. Anyways. That didn't get placed. That's unlucky. Hopefully that weed doesn't destroy my life. Afternoon. The start is ass, but I'm only continuing because I really like this character's look. And I really don't want it to die. I don't know, I like the dark purple hair with the dark shirt. Well, Skullluck is honestly fitting for her design. She's in our emo phase right now. A little too emo. Can I hoe those bottom tiles, please? Good afternoon. Leak on the farm. Save that for... The good are never rewarded, Jada. We can leave this for, the 13th and pick it up then. So I can keep the leak on me. I can keep this leak on me. And the reason we keep it there is because that will be our leak that we use for the community center. Instead of having to go out of my way to pick it up now and lose, mines time. I can just get it while I'm clearing on the 13th. And I don't need to worry about it getting destroyed because grass doesn't spread on, like, the grass tiles. Or weeds don't spread on the grass tiles in that area. It shouldn't be able... It shouldn't get destroyed. Ooh, we get to do secret tech. That's not worth going for. Arguably, that should have been a floor reset, but... Down here, okay. I'm feeling a ruby on this one. Close enough. And copper so far. Only if ladder paste would also benefit. 5. There's no ladder on left-hand side here. Competitive Stardew Valley. Yes, that is technically a thing. Damn it. To be fair, in that case, because it wasn't a weapon, I didn't need to bother switching the weapon over. I could have just shift click to drag to put the boots into the hot bar slot. It would only have mattered if it was a weapon. My brain just autopiloted. I love getting slowed when I have to walk back. Lovely. Karma slowed there. Dirt ladder. Don't see those often. I shouldn't have broken that top one. No point if I was going to break the other one. Lots of barrels on this floor. Ladder's always at the start of this floor, I swear. This is honestly, like, arguably my, like, now that we're doing coal cart first, I'm starting to really hate this floor just because I almost always get the ladder at the start, but I want the coal cart. That kind of just feels bad. Yeah, it comes out the 19th. Now I'm just gonna go backwards and I'm just gonna break rocks, not get the ladder, and then when I get back to the start here and just like, yeah, I mean, at least it's a nice 19, but you know what? Save a little bit of our time. No baby on this floor. Yeah, it's only an earth crystal. Raise a little light. And yeah, it's not like I still have 12 floors to pick another one up. Yeah, we're good on copper. It's a bit low, but Just gonna chug these because money's not the best, so I'm gonna actually keep these bugs meat. Right now it's the equivalent of like a topaz, but could be useful. 80G. Never know. A lot of copper. I realistically probably should pick up a little bit of copper, but I don't have that much. Yeah, he didn't give me a ladder. So many enemies on this floor, goddamn. I see a ladder over there. Bad combo. That kind of sucks from that, I'm not gonna lie. Hoping for like a diamond to fix this money. I don't see a freebie, which kind of blows. That up for extra cash. Not walking over there. Base here is good. Ladder. Pick this up because I got nothing better to do, and I'd rather have a batwing and then just an empty inventory slot. Let's see a freebie in the dark over there at the very least. I do rather have iron though, to be quite honest. On average, we need 1 node less than normal now. Drop. Go for 75G here. Probably not worth it though. Just leave. How much copper are we at? We're down 12 copper. It's not terrible actually. Like beyond acceptable. Go. We just got a freebie on this floor, or I don't think I missed a freebie up top. Damn, we had good pace, and then this last floor just decided to say, nah, you're good, fam. Ain't no way I missed a ladder in the darkness on this floor. Kinda refuse to believe. Yeah, that's what I thought. You go down, you go down, you go down. Good run. This is an average pace. It was decently fast until like the last floor, realistically, but apparently I put away the quartz. I've seen faster though. Like if that last floor was good, I would have been done by like 7:20. I've been done with day 1 mines by like 5:40 before. Yeah, Cole's insane. Like, I've been done with day 1 mines almost like 2 minutes faster. So it's not a crazy pace, but by no means. It's a good pace, and one that I'm very happy with. I'm not complaining. But it's by no means a fast pace. So I just need 3 copper and then the iron, and then whatever money I can get. I'm not digging my way through to get 1 node right there. That is not worth it. Lackluster barrels, as per usual. Not walking all the way down there. Realistically, like anything past like 10 p.m. Honestly, 9:30 probably is also a no-go. That was like an 8 p.m. finish. It was like the average. That's like the average we look for. Anything faster is good. Anything slower is kind of like meh. We'll see what day 2 is. Because if day 2 is fast, then day 1 doesn't matter as much. And that's kind of like the thing about it. Because normally on fast day 1s, you're lacking materials, which means you have to get it up on, you have to get them on day 2, which loses time, obviously. So it's a give and take. So I would take a 8 p.m. finish mines that has everything compared to probably like a 6 p.m. finish that has like 30 missing copper. My day 2 will 100% be faster. I'm going to drop wings. As much as I enjoy having a mallet, the knockback can be a little infuriating. I kind of wish I didn't throw away the bat wings now, because I'm kind of trolling a little bit. 70. Oh, wait, why am I killing those? I have... Out of the way, bud. Don't slow me. Yeah, just need the iron now. It'd be fine on money. It's for the sprinkler counts, yeah. 70 is 14 sprinklers, which is what we need for blueberries. Okay, animation cancel that last... It's the exact ore count. And then we get 110 copper for the 2 furnaces and then 70 iron. Literally everything is for the 14 sprinklers we craft for blueberries. There is technically an aqua in the crate on the left, or on the right, but it's fine. 2 3s, please. We got 3 total. Well, if we got 1 2 1 1, surely the next. Okay. Well, oh. Less iron we have to get next time. 12 over for mines day 3. Very least. There was a dandelion in there that I could have sold, but it's fine. Also, too, yeah, I'm selling them. I don't trust my money right now. A little slow on the sell, but whatever. Still a good run. 110 copper, 70 iron. Yeah, good thing I sold that. I would have been low. Wish I had like 40 more gold, but what can you do? Good split. About what we're looking for. I pick up this morale and the sleek. Definitely way overkill on money, but one. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. The sacrifice to the rain gods. Yeah, it's probably like 5 to 10 minutes throughout the entire run. Do you consider that huge? Probably say closer to 10. Fines is a little iffy on it because in theory, it doesn't save that much time in the mines because you just get a ladder every single rock, right? And you don't think about it. But in reality, it saves more than that. It's probably actually closer to like 10-15 minutes. I think if I really put in a lot of effort and got like a similar quality run to my PB, I could probably sub 230 with it without animation canceling. Will I do that? No, because it's kind of boring to play the game without animation canceling, but... is a thing. Rain Days is nice. Because that is real time, not in-game time. Which speedrun.com is based off of real time. Because not everybody can run the auto splitter or a load time remover. Load time remover is just a more accurate measurement though, due to load times being inconsistent and PC oriented. I mean, there's a vanilla category for a reason. You can just run without AC. Inventory blows. And put away a gold quality strawberry. Bro. Bro, what am I doing? How have I messed this up? Really garbage debris. Garbage debris. Whatever. Not a huge time loss. 1, 3, 4. About 5-second time loss for that. Fine. Yeah, I was throwing. The debris kind of threw me off. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, about 5 seconds. Really good on money, though. A bit of a weird menu because I didn't hold down shift fast enough, so I just decided to buy a 4 or 54 instead of 55 like I normally do. I mean, I could have bought 56 and it probably would have been fine. I mean, it definitely would have been fine, but brain went into slight panic mode. It's probably a scytheable one. Or I didn't miss... I missed the scythe behind the scarecrow would be my guess. You have the rest. Cool. Looking for 4 rain days in summer here. I'm guaranteed 2, one on the 13th and one on the 26th. I just need 2 natural ones. There's a rain day and an owl. It's good luck, Pete. Wait, no, that wasn't a rain day. I thought I heard rain. I guess that was probably the furnaces I heard then. We're gonna cook that iron, but we're not actually gonna pick it up because then it doesn't take up an inventory spot for day 3 of the mines. Well, little tech. Zone count is pretty low. No rains yet, which sucks. No rains. We are more likely to get rain later in the season, but you like to at least see 1 rain day by now, other than the 13th. Oh, there we go. Complain a little bit. No magnet ring by now really sucks. We'll pick up these blueberries on the next harvest. They don't go away. Their dream item. I think the item that saves the most time getting from the traveling cart in this route is the large milk or large goat's milk. Because then you don't have to buy, then you don't have to take care of the cow, which is the lone barn animal. By the time that we actually start checking the traveling cart, we already have bought the infrastructure for the rabbit's foot and the truffle, so it's not really a big time save to get it out of the cart. Since we're already going to be dealing with animals, it's easier to deal with them all at once. That lost me the other bit of time. By the way, that's why I lost more than just 5 seconds. We're doing good. This run's pretty okay. We'll see how mine's day 3 goes, though, so it could be ruined. I already have the blue guys. I need a spice berry. Much as I'm enjoying all these grapes, I do want 1 spice berry. Apparently that's not going to happen, so. We'll just have to get it on Harvest Day. Need 10 bat wings, solar essence, as close to 35 iron as possible. Pick up whatever coal we can get. Not dwarf scroll 3. Thank you for my time. I don't need anything else. I have 3 blue guys. I killed both of those in invalid tiles. Well, it's gonna make killing the ghost a little bit of a hassle, but that's fine. As long as I get the ladder soon. Oopie. Already have that. Don't really care about the extra money. Care about the extra. Thank you for the 16. Really appreciate it. It does indeed work. I'm actually gonna eat this gold hot pepper just because it's gonna annoy my inventory later. Pick up that extra stone. What are we at for Batwing? 7. Not bad. No ladder. Apparently I must have put a coal back here. Ladder. Don't need any of that. I'll take this iron though. Not worth my time breaking an aqua since I already have one, and breaking that aqua node is the equivalent of breaking a iron node and getting 1 iron from it. Actual waste of energy. Don't have extra copper for a cherry bomb. Kill those guys so we have higher ladder odds. These barrels are never worth breaking. They just have nothing on this day. It's kind of depressing, but sad reality. Alright. Ghost. Ghost. Great. I probably need a reset for a little bit more iron. Unfortunately. Probably enough. I need the Batwing still. Rip that coal. Might just be a reset. This was a pretty shitty day 3 mines. I'm already gonna have to lose time to go for a spice berry. Nice guy. Purple. Uh, 12 iron, 7 copper, 37 gold. It's probably fine though. I didn't get enough rain days to reset. Unlucky. I just want to see about the spice berry situation. If I would have gotten it or not. El Bozo. Not enough rain. Maybe we haven't gotten it. I'm in a bathroom. I'll be back. Share? Yeah, let me share my gummy vitamins with you guys. That's a great idea. That rock needed to be watered before broken. You need to erode it a little bit. It was too strong. Do you want glitches involved or no? I think if you do glitches involved, I think it's glitched missing bundle. And it's less than a second. And it's frame perfect currently. It's like 500 milliseconds. Is that not the fastest? I'm pretty sure that's the fastest. On the official boards. I think it's glitched missing bundle. I thought it was. Oh, I'm sorry. JoJo Movie Theater. Glitch JoJo Movie Theater. Oh, it's still 10 seconds. You gotta wait for the cutscene. 10 seconds long. I remember there was a tie for it at one point. Yeah. It's glitched movie or JoJo Movie Theater. That's the shortest, right? There's nothing shorter. Yeah. What about glitchless? I mean, if you count the extended boards, then it would be Parsnip. If you don't count the extended boards, probably just mine's 50, right? Because it's 10 minutes. Yeah, mine's 50. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 14 seconds. Lame as an answer that is. But he gets to mine's 50 in 10 minutes glitchless. No, that's from a fresh file. Speedruns are always... Oh, shit. Speedruns are done from fresh files. I bet you get first on that since you already have 120. No. How does that work? No. I would never grind mine's 50. It's a shit category. I do not have that record. I'm not even like top 10 on Mines 50 because I don't run it. It's boring. Optimally, there is no strategy for it. Because you just have to do it all in one day. Well, let's be fair. It's a lot easier to go the first 50 floors than the last 70. So yeah, it's gonna differ by a lot. Now, this has piqued my interest now. I don't care if I have a run going right now. I've been banned for 3 years. Why? Time me out. Hacking for Clay. This is hacking. Hacker69. JK. JK. Not kidding. Sorry earlier for a bad joke. Uptime. Let's go. Hello. Time me out. Deleted by Haboo. Deleted. I was joking. No, Ashley has done nothing wrong. It's been banned for 3 years. That's dedication. Ban you. I don't ban go through. Ban me for life. I beg you for unbanned 3 years from now in YouTube chat. I'm dead serious. What is going on? I don't look at unban requests. When you get banned, you're kind of just donezo. Hopefully that unbanned you. Did it twice just in case if it was being dumb. Permaban equal permaban, yeah. Just don't, like, if you ask for a ban, you're just gonna get banned. I don't really care. Probably also caught me in, like, a bad mood on whatever fucking day that was. 3 years ago. I just didn't want to deal with anything. I hate 3 tree grow openers. You wants bone zone, immediately times themselves out from chat. Giga Chad. A lot of my perfection runs were done before the official rules came out, so they're not valid. And then the other ones were invalid for other reasons. Mainly recording reasons. I hate 3 tree openers. And I hate that I can't count. If you're holding an item and you press the delete key on your keyboard, it deletes the item. And fortunately enough, animation canceling involves the delete key, so the delete key is bound to my keyboard, or bound to my space bar. So it's very easy to just left click and then press space bar and it's gone. I didn't ban somebody. Somebody on YouTube asked for an unbanned, and I don't ban that many people other than like bots. So I was very curious. So I looked at the logs, and it was literally just somebody who said ban me 3 years ago. Dedication, respect. Definitely caught me in a bad mood on that day in saying that, because I don't think I would have given a permaban for somebody just saying ban me. Normally it would have just been like a 5-minute timeout. Either that or a misclicked. We gotta run past Mines Day 3 technically. I just reset it because I only got 3 rain days in summer. The reason I got banned was when you timed someone out and I wanted to see what it looked like for you when you got timed out. Nice. 3-year misclick. I don't think it was a total misclick, but I should probably reset, but I have a good feeling about this one. That's a lot of rocks. I'm not going down there. I didn't see a ladder anyways. Pre-cave carrot. Of course. And it's not on the weekend. It's on a Tuesday. The update is on Tuesday. Yep, 1 week from now. 7 days. You want to know why it's on a Tuesday? It's because CA is not a lone developer anymore on this game. He has a team, and he doesn't want to ask his team to work on the weekend to release it on Saturday for any like bugs or things that they have to fix. And they don't want to release it on a Monday because Monday. So he chose Tuesday. Today we learn that that is a club spot on day 6. Will probably be never used again. But today we learned. I say Topaz. Okay, well, I call Topaz and I get a diamond. Maybe I should start calling Topaz more. It's like 3 people. Pathos, I can never say his name. It starts with a P. And him, I believe. It's just those 3. Pathos is like the modding client guy. The other guy who starts with a P. Is it a P? I always forget his name. The 3rd? Yeah. If you go on to the official Stardew Valley Discord, his, like, name is there. Yeah, Padukin. Yeah, him. He's, like, the main coder for the, like, game. Like, he does the code for the game now. And CA does, like, assets, music, and, like, the game design. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the main coder now. He was the first person CA hired. I think he hired him before Pathos. But I'm pretty sure that's his team. There might be, like, somebody else doing, like, marketing or something random, you know? That's, like, not, like, on the game development side. But it's, like, you're never gonna know that. Unless if he comes out and says it. I mean, I think this might be the first update that they're all working together on, but I know, the other guy helped him with 1.5 shenanigans. Ever since 1.5 came out, this technically wasn't a solo developed game. But I mean, like, everybody will still just call it a solo. Okay, I don't need to worry about money anymore. I just need to worry about getting down to fucking floor 40. Which is not gonna happen with this much food. But it's still funny as hell. They might be listed in the credits. I would have to look. Some people also just don't like being listed in the credits. It's kind of one of those things where they might not be. I really want to break these double hit rocks. I feel like that's going to be a mistake. The ladder is 100% in one of these rocks. Never mind. This is like worst case scenario if I do not get a ladder from one of these guys. I have, like, no food, by the way. I'm gonna need, like, 8 cave carrots from 23, or 24 here. This run even wants to, like, have a chance. Because 26 does not have good cave carrots. Oh, this sucks. I don't know the real reason why this sucks. If I get a monster floor on 28, it's gonna kind of feel real bad. Hopefully we get a magnet ring from one of those guys. It does in fact save energy, but it does not in fact save time, and our time is really bad right now already. I mean, 7's close to 8. I don't know if it's gonna be a total bailout. I need 29 to go my way, and then I also need 28 to not be an infested floor. I mean, it technically saves energy, but I should be on 30 right now. No spawns up there is really good. It's fine. We'll get a big clump and I get value out of this cherry bomb. It's a slime infested. Duggies can't spawn. Oh, we're just gonna blow that up instead. No, I thought I didn't have a earth crystal there. That's why I went all the way out of my way for that. Alright, I know this is gonna feel bad, chat. And I know I have 2 diamonds. But this pace has got awful. Chat, I was like 10 floors behind average pace. I would basically be playing a minute behind. And just God Day 2, yeah. How 1.6 affects speedrunning? It will be the worst update imaginable for speedrunning. No run will use 1.6. False. It's 100% going to be false. It will probably just literally be a 1.4 situation where some runs will be ran on 1.4 and other runs will be run on current patch. Because some things will be faster on current patch and some things will not be. Crazy how that works. So how will it affect? I don't know. I don't know what categories are going to be faster with it and what categories are not going to be faster with it. But things will be faster. Things that can probably abuse the new RNG system, like the mines. Mines 50 should theoretically be faster because of the RNG changes. It makes it so it's much easier to get a ladder from the first rock of every single floor than before. With the new RNG changes, essentially. Which is very good, because on Mines 50 run, you just want to break a rock and go to the next floor. There's also a leak behind that tree way over there, but I don't think it's worth. Yeah. Outside of that, I couldn't tell you what's new and what's not new, so I can't tell you if there's an utterly broken item that completely changes the meta or not. Remix CC might be interesting because there's going to be new remix bundles. And if those bundles reduce the odds of getting one of the trash bundles currently, Remix CC could have something interesting about it. Other than that, it would need something good. I don't know what limits glitched runs, so I can't tell you on that end about random things. I think the other thing, thinking about it, as of right now, yeah, again, unless if something is utterly broken in 1.6 and we can abuse it to high hell, 1.6 will just by default slower than 1.5. The reason is because RNG is being fixed, so it's more random. That means our 37.5% puffer chance in the traveling cart goes bye-bye. So we would either need to manually catch the puffer fish, which really fucking sucks, or we have to get extremely lucky. So by default, 1.6 will be slower. CC runs will not be ran on 1.6 until the new route is discovered. To be fair, I won't be running Community Center when the patch drops, so it doesn't really matter. That said. I'd say it was dead before it arrived, yeah. How 1.7 affects speedrunning? It's the God patch. It's the patch specifically made for speedrunners, and it will just break the game for us in every way. It will add back the most broken things that have ever existed all in one patch. So runners would never have to look for another patch again. Cheap explosive ammo, better explosive ammo, winter tilling, the original winter tilling back on 1.0, where you would literally just hoe in lines for infinite winter tilling. You didn't have to do some silly pattern. All the default glitches are back. So the fucking glitch category is broken again. Mushroom elevators are back, baby. Mushroom floor resetting. Old Skull Caverns. Everything. One 1.3 Junimo cart. No, we prefer the new one. How would haunt a chocolatier? You would lose at least one Stardew speedrunner. The haunt a chocolatier speedrunning. If you hook up with a keyboard, yes. Yes, you can, actually. Otherwise, no. The 24 hours Stardew Haunted Cheer. Oh yeah, like the 602 for Mario games. Honestly, that's a fire idea. Mr. Krabs. I love the run where I actually get a weapon. My pace is bad, but the runs where I don't get weapons, my pace is like fine, if not fire. That's sad. Haunted Chocolatier speedrunning is definitely going to fulfill a different itch than Stardew speedrunning. Stardew speedrunning is like kind of special just because of animation canceling in a lot of ways, and without animation canceling, I don't think Stardew speedrunning would get nearly as popular or be nearly as popular. And I mean, just the normal assumption, I don't think CA is going to leave in a animation canceling thing for Haunted Chocolatier. Surprise, surprise. But Haunted Chocolatier is also, just based off of what we know, obviously more catered towards combat and adventuring. So it's going to be more similar to, like, the mines gameplay than, like, the running around town and farming gameplay that we currently have in Stardew. Which is the type of gameplay I most definitely prefer. I don't like the town and farming gameplay in Stardew nearly as much as the, like, mines and, like, adventuring gameplay. So it's, like, a different itch. I really needed, like, a good floor here. Yeah, much more combat. Chocolatier is probably going to be more similar to Terraria in that way, but definitely with, like, less of the movement that Terraria has. This is a farming game? Yeah. Unpopular opinion here, but I kind of hope he doesn't add dating in Haunted Chocolatier. And kind of focuses more on the combat side of things. Probably a very unpopular opinion, but... Did she say that? Of course I do, yes. I'll probably add dating, but... Oh, I didn't need to eat that. Probably should have broken that, but... Be able to date B-Boss? Yeah. Idea. Good money day one. Copper's low. We need 25 copper still. We had one good run that made it past Mines Day 3. Unfortunately, it just died to not getting enough rain days in summer. Other than that, kind of... Favorite marriage candidate? I always answer Shane just because he's speedrun. He's the speedrun candidate. But I really don't care for any of them. The true and honest answer. The NPCs are the weakest part about this game, in my opinion. They're just there. They don't really add any, like, replayability to the game. They're kind of just there because you need to be in a town, and there needs to be people in the town, is what it feels like to me. More so than, like, the town is alive and they actually feel like people in the town. And by no means when I say this, I mean like, oh man, there's so many issues with it. I can do it so much better than CA. I don't think I can. I don't think there's a good way to implement the characters in a game like this. Because eventually they're going to get repetitive. He doesn't really want the aging mechanic in the game. So it's kind of like you can't really have the town age with you. It's like... You can only have so many lines of dialogue. No, like, there's always going to be an issue with it. And it's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, by no means do I think I can do it better when I say stuff like this. I'm just saying, I think it's the weakest part. And it's the part that I, like, care about the least in this game. It's not... The NPCs is not ever the reason why I replay this game. Never are they the reason. Yeah, chat GPT knocks on the door. Yeah, basically. I don't think he wants to go that path, though, so it's one of the things. Wait, look. What a rate started? I would still rate it like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 game. Has its issues, has its flaws, but it's one of the best solo developed games of all time. Gives you the content, gives you hours and hours of content just for just one playthrough. Well, I'll take this just because it's offered to me, but I need copper, not iron at this point. And I hate how I had to eat that, but... Is what I mean by saying I would take a slower Mines Day 1 pace just for more copper. By the way. It just feels bad going back. Two cherry bombs for next run. Yes, I did. 110. What do I want to sell? Oh, whatever. Oh, well, yeah, I'll sell this. I don't think my money's that good. Probably better than I thought it was, but not very trusting on my money right now. With this route, no. Do I think it could be possible with a different route? Yeah, probably. Speedrunning Zoe's adapting. I did not need to sell that morale, actually. I would have been fine keeping it, but better safe than sorry, I guess. Can we get the rain after the 13th, even though it has absolutely zero effect on how much rain I get before the 13th? But can we get it after the 13th, please? And thank you. Yeah, sub 2. I mean, not with this route. It's not really designed to go that fast because it's limited by, it's limited by not YOLOing traveling card items. Doom strats. It fucking hurts my eyes. But yeah, I should probably do it. I should at least do it for the, like, spring here. Let's not waste energy by watering. Three's not too bad, but I guess I cleared all the stumps, and that's why it's not bad. Close my eyes. Ah, yes, and water. Yeah, I'm so good at this game. I can do it with my eyes closed. Let's just get into a cheating allegation like that one girl. That's a great idea. I'll clear that one, I guess. I think I actually need this, but I don't remember. The only shitty part about zooming in right here is I don't know where my cursor needs to be to instant accept this. Right there, that tile. Okay. This fucking sucks. No, I have everything. Cool. This curse. Fairy strats, yeah, I'm bored. One. Mobile watchers rejoice. You can actually see. You're wondering why fully zoom in matters. I hope this disappears. I am gonna have to get my hoe out of the chest if that does not disappear by the time that sprinklers come around. If I get a crop fairy, it travels less distance, wasting less time at this point, which is why we zoom in at all. Blinksy. This though. Come on, disappear. Don't make me get the hoe. Make me get it. I will tell you. That ends the artifact with a good time. Yeah. Artifact, please. You got 2 days. Please go away. One rain day kind of blows. Fuck. I'll probably just early do my inventory if it doesn't go away, I guess. Unlucky. Not a checkpoint. It's a split. And it's referring to the mines. This run's mediocre. If I got 2 rain days, it would have been fine. I don't think I needed to zoom out in the farm. I love how you can see every individual pixel on your character when you're this zoomed in. It's a very lovely exact number. Iron. Bombs. Alright, game, please give me 4 rain days in summer this time instead of 3 so I can continue this run. There's one early, which is a good start. Don't need to worry about getting a grape as well. No extra iron this run, though. At least the zoom in strats have the benefit of disabling the fairy overall. True! Alright, we're good on rain. We'll get one tomorrow in the 26th. Or just get it now. That's fine too. The blueberries don't disappear overnight, by the way. So it's fine leaving them there. I can pick them up on the next harvest. Need a grape. Whoa. I have 2 cherry bombs that I can use too, which is nice. Is this the run where I got the bat wings on? I feel like I have 4 bat wings already on this run. I just didn't pick them up. Yeah, that's what I thought. Should probably have picked up that iron. Trade a cherry bomb for a big bomb, I guess. How much? Use up. Done. I want to save the big bomb for next floor. I don't actually think I have a tier this run, so I will pick that up. I'm just gonna blow all that up. Not the best bomb, but... Not the greatest bombs I've ever used, but what can you do? I already have an aqua of frozen. I think I was just missing the tier, so... Wow, I can't believe this actually happened to me. That is worst case scenario. This is the second time it's happened. This is... No, I'm not wasting 2,000. Like, I would cripple myself later. I would never ladder this. Laddering this just means I should reset. I'm never affording the jars. If you have the ladder on this day, you literally just lose your run on the spot. I mean, to be fair, if you get a monster floor, that is... If you get a slime-infested floor on 51, you basically lose your run on the spot anyways. No, basically, I'm just praying that I get a ghost in the next few floors. And if I don't, it's a reset. If I don't get a ghost on 52 or 53, or maybe even 54, it's just a reset. There's nothing you can do about it. GG, well played. You know. I'm gonna get 0.5 tier, but it's fine. Crit please, crit please, crit please. Oh wait, it's already 12 PM, this run's dead. Well, thank you for the tier 1 for 4 months.
We need more monster floors.
Even if I left there on the spot, assuming that I had enough money for everything and everything else that I needed, I would have still lost about a minute. I mean, I get the motivated. I mean, used to it to a certain degree. And it's like, these resets haven't really been that tilting, is more of the thing. I'm not stuck on Mines Day 1 and 2. I'm getting to Mines Day 3, which is fine. The most tilting reset today has definitely been that one run where I only got 3 rain days in summer. Because it's like, what? I can't do shit about that. I hope the multiplayer experience is better at 1.6. I know he's updating the netcode, so it should be less laggy, but... You add... a fucking wild thing to add to the Autobot to be allowed to say. Geode skip. Only if it was day 5. Didn't add it. It said you permitted it in my console. Interesting. I mean, Terraria can just kill you at any moment for no given reason, and I feel like that's a little bit more demoralizing in that way. Especially on Legendary mode, if you're doing that. Okay, that was aggressive slimes. Please not 3 at a time. They were 3 of the cute ones, too. They had the little antennas. Oh, I had an S crystal already. According to Blade, and you might just be gaslighting everybody, in the code, the slimes with the antennas are referred to as cute slimes. And the ones without antennas are referred to as not cute, or something like that. No, that's real. It sounds so far-fetched that it just feels like Water Bomb 2.0 with the gaslighting. Variable slime cute, yeah. The antenna ones are considered cute slimes. Slime discrimination. Not trusting me. I'm fine with the gaslighting in this regard because it's kind of funny as hell, even if it's not true. I still find it a little concerning that if you look at how slimes reproduce in this game, maybe a little bit of a trigger warning. The ones with the antennas, like, chase after the non-antenna ones. So the cute ones are the ones that are the aggressors here. It's a little, different than normal. Quote-unquote normal. I guess there really isn't any normal in that regard. One of those things. I guess fair. The male ducks are definitely a lot cuter than the female ducks. The male ducks are the one with the green heads. Usually. Oh yeah, I mean everything's different. Ducks. I mean that's just like the example that I had off the top of my head. Or example that I thought of immediately when you said that. There's also a lot of, I guess there is a lot more examples, because a lot of times in the wild, the males have to, impress the females, and a lot of birds do that by, the males are generally more flashy because of that. Ever seen like those weird dance bird mating videos where the bird just like does this weird ass dance to attract the female? This swoo. I think that's the day 5 club. Nope. One to the left. Oh, it never worked for me because I don't dance. Start learning, yeah. You will dance soon, I am aware. Not really. Oh, I needed to chop down one more stump. We got a good run? Well, yeah, if I got a good run, it would be PB base. Even one that's like slightly behind PB pace, I'll play it in the off chance that the end game is perfect and I get a good ending. You know? But I've got a no run that's like actual good pace today. I mean, other than that first one that got to Mines Day 3. Melly, thank you for the tier 1 for 2 months. Your day is going well.
Hab wave.
See, Jada, this is where we differ. I hate the human race as an entity. I don't discriminate. I just hate people. I hate everybody too. I know. I just wanted to say that. Chad, he hates us. A lot of people are the same. Equal opportunity hater. I already have 3. I don't need a 4th. Topaz. I probably should have broken those rocks, but oh well. Really, it doesn't make a difference, and we just get a nice and easy, ladder. Get a ladder down here. I don't really want to go up. That. Magnet ring and glow ring already? Don't mind if I do. I don't know why I killed that guy in that spot. Oh. Give me a club, please. X. That's no club. Pick up trust. Hades the beloved. Thank you for the prime. Hope your day is going well. Sport. Does mean a lot. Only 2 more months, and then I think I get a... Well, it's not a full... Oh, this floor sucks. It's not a full 10% raise on Twitch because all I'm getting is a 10% raise on the subs and gifted subs, so any bits technically doesn't count. But it's like, and the ad revenue doesn't count. Still 10%. Which is poggies. What's it for? Twitch has a Partner Plus program where if you have a certain amount of non-gifted subs, you get 70% cut instead of a 50-50 for like the first $100,000 that you make, which, yeah, we don't make that much money a month, obviously. But they're redoing it because it's really hard to hit. So if you, I think it's like if you have 100 non-gifted like raw subs, which we're over by the way, I'll get a 60-40 cut instead. So they're adding that, and that goes into effect in May. So starting May, I'll be making a bit more money. And, I mean, as long as you're not living in one of the countries where the sub price went up, you're not paying anything more. RIP Canada. To be fair, I'm pretty sure the US sub price is going to go up this year as well, so... I'll take Forest Sword if I get it. Because I said the Canadian sub amount is going up this year to like 7 Canadian or whatever. I don't know when that goes into effect. There's a few other places where it's getting raised as well. I think it's Turkey. Turkey was like exploited for quite a while, so they're getting rid of that. or something. Sucks that I have to break this, but I don't know all the countries that are going up. UK is going up, yeah. They've been trying to make money. Why do you think you've been getting so many ads? The ads was the start. Of Twitch finally not trying to be profitable. Also, them leaving Korea also saves them a lot of money. I need a little bit of money. I don't know how many of you guys have seen clips of him, but that pirate software guy who kind of like blew up semi-recently, he was a he worked at Blizzard during its like heydays or whatever, and he became content creator, and he kind of is spilling a lot of industry secrets, and he's like very into net security or whatever. Really nice guy. Name is Thor and has the voice of Thor. It's kind of funny, actually. But oh, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, he showed off like a website that shows you how much money it takes for like Twitch to just run a stream. And it's a fucking lot. That's a lot. Best friend just will not have the energy to finish. Probably. But we can try. And Floor 32 wants to give me a ladder, so I can actually have a chance. That'd be great, but that's fine with me. I didn't want to make it to 40 today anyways. It sucks. A little bit of a flashbang, because whatever. I kind of just want to show this because it's actually interesting. So this is like a cost estimator for like how much like a stream costs. So if I do one channel, standard HD, I know I stream at 180, but it's like whatever. I have streamed for 3 hours today. On Twitch alone, how many viewers do I have? How many viewers do I have? Somebody just tell me on Twitch. 500. 500. Real-time streaming. Oh shit, I didn't change it to real-time streaming. Oh no. Is it low latency? Yeah, it should be. 3 hours, 500 viewers. Closest North America. Has costed Twitch $60 for me to just stream this. Just to you guys. If I go up to HD, 114. Now, I'm on the low end with 500 viewers. Now, imagine, like... imagine if we go up to fucking HD. That's so funny. One channel, right? Yeah. For 3 hours. It's actually not as bad as I thought. I remember it being much worse. I remember this being much worse. Imagine, like, you have an XQC with, like, 100,000 viewers. This is where it gets bad. Like, okay, yeah, like, imagine an XQC with, like, 80,000 viewers, right? Him doing a 3-hour stream. Just 3 hours. That's that's costing Twitch $5K to run for 3 hours. Oh, I'm sorry. This is 2 hours. 3 hours is 8K. He goes for like 12 hours though. Yeah, a 12-hour XQC stream, it costs Twitch about $27,000 worth of money. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. How much does Twitch make? Yeah, the small real problems are the 10 viewer Andes. So let's say I'm trying to start up my Twitch career, and I stream to like 5 people, right? And I stream for 5 hours. That costs Twitch like $10. Do you think the person actually makes the $10 back for them? Realistically, even bump it up to 10 views. $11 for a 5-hour stream. Now add this up for like thousands of people who are just streaming casually. This is where their money goes. Like, times this by like hundreds of thousands. Like, how many unique streamers are on Twitch daily? There's about 3.6 million viewers right now, and 133,000 live channels. So about 1% of these people actually get viewers. All right, about 1%. So if we like, yeah, 300,000 times 0.01. I guess I could have just done that math in my head. So let's just conservatively say, like, basically 128,000 of these channels are probably less than 5 viewers. 128,000 of these channels have less than 5 viewers currently. And now we times that by $10. So right now, if all one of these channels have been live for 3 hours, it has basically costed Twitch over $1 million to support these guys. Over $1 billion for them to be live for 5 hours. Actually, how much is 3? A little less. $900,000 at 3 hours each. $900,000 to support, excluding like the remaining like 2K from the people who actually get some viewers. A lot of money. I don't know. It's interesting statistics. I'm not saying right or wrong with Amazon as a company. I'm more just putting out. Yeah, some people watch in HD, some people watch in less, so I'm just doing the average. It's an estimator. It's not going to be 100% accurate, right? And that's more of my point. It's just not going to be accurate no matter what I do. Or what I put in. I just want an estimate to just show you how much streaming actually costs and the reason why Twitch is the way that it is. The reason there's so many ads is because they need to make back the money that they lose from the people who are just quote unquote streaming as like a hobby to like 3 people or just their friends. Thank you for the lurk. Senna. I need to break one more thing. Thank you for the 10 though. Enjoy your lurk. It's just like one of those things where it's like Twitch, like we joke and say Twitch doesn't care about its small creators, but if it didn't care about its small creators, then it would be punishing them for like streaming to a low amount of viewers, which it technically does with the exposure that it gives them. It doesn't really give them much exposure on Twitch, much discoverability, but that's more human psyche and how it works. Why bother for looking for somebody who has a low amount of viewers when you know that if you click on them, there's more than a high chance for them to be, you know, kind of boring and not entertaining, when it's easier to click on, oh, this guy has a lot of viewers. That must mean he's like, you know, he's holding a lot of viewers. That means he's probably already entertaining or he's doing something interesting. So people are actually watching about it. So it's like, why would I click on a lower number? I know there are people who specifically seek out lower viewership people. Don't get me wrong. There are people of that subsection, but it's definitely not the majority. Aerith is not boring. She's entertaining. She's appealing to a different audience. There's a lot of people who think Amaranth is taken away from their audience because she's a quote-unquote titty streamer or whatever. But let's be real. If somebody's watching Amaranth, they're not going to be watching a gaming channel. They're watching for a personality and not her actual personality. Yeah. But yeah, it's the little guys that are technically costing Twitch so much, but at the same time, they can't make them pay for it, because then they would never get any new streamers to, like, you know, blow up and then actually earn the money. So it's kind of a necessary cost. So basically, they're trying to milk as much money out of the big content creators as possible, so they can pay for the little guys to be able to continue streaming. And for it to be like an open broadcasting platform. And like I'm saying this is Twitch, but it's also like fundamentally a YouTube issue as well. YouTube's definitely a much larger scale, but it's like the top creators on YouTube is paying for everybody to be able to continue just posting whatever odd video that they want. Not job video that they want, right? Oh, I mean, ads are just better on YouTube because Google has a better ad targeting system to get a easier demographic, so they can target focused ads much better than Twitch. It's also a much worse experience on Twitch because live streams are, you know, live. It's kind of annoying when, oh man, holy shit, I'm at the hardest part of the speedrun right here. Yeah, let's just not pause and hit somebody with a 3-minute ad break. And then they miss it. Oh man, we're getting the hypest mines ever. Look at this pace. 3-minute ads. Yeah, but the issue is skippable ads don't pay nearly as much as non-skippable. The reason why, skippable ads are more functional on YouTube is, YouTube has, like, an autoplay feature. So if somebody just leaves, YouTube open on the background, it's like, it's much harder for them to skip ads because it's like, maybe they're alt-tabbed, maybe they're doing something else, not really paying attention, and it's like not worth their time to like go back to it. So it's more like a commercial in that regards. Where Twitch is like, you're normally actively watching, so you're just gonna immediately skip it every time. So it never gets any value. Also, I think Twitch does more, like, ad deals with sponsors, essentially. That's why we always get the same, like, 4 ads or whatever. Because they do ad deals, and it's not just like, oh, hey, I should have done the thing. It's not just like, oh, hey, make your own ad and put it on YouTube. Because that's what you can do on YouTube. People just make their own ads. People have done meme videos where they advertise their own channel on other people's channels. Right? Like, you could do that on YouTube. Anybody can make an ad and put it up on YouTube. You can't do that for Twitch. It's deals. Which one's the real ladder? And this is like the side of content creation that I feel like is not talked about as much. It's like, I know there's that, like, that joke going on with, like, Hassan and saying, like, oh, man, Twitch is, like, actively a hard job. Or, like, is a hard job. Or streaming is a hard job, essentially. And it's like, in reality, no, it's not. It's obviously not physically exhausting. Like, it can be mentally exhausting just talking to chat all day. But it's not necessarily hard in that regards. In, like, the streaming department. What you can argue is hard is, like, the statistics side of things. Because at that point, it's literally just, like, an office job and looking at graphs all day and figuring out, oh man, like, what's the best time to stream? When are people, like, awake? What is the best stream time for my game? You know, when are other streamers live that might take viewers away from me? Yada yada yada. Like, realistically, like, I mean, obviously, I've been streaming in this time slot for quite a while, as this is, like, arguably the best time slot. If you have no restraint on, like, anybody else streaming and worried about, like, taking viewership, this is arguably the... Hey, Jada, do you know how to turn on follower-only mode? I've never had that happen before. Like, I've had bots, don't get me wrong, but I've never had, like, a bot train like that. What a deal. Thank you. Timing, by the way, timing. What was I saying? Yeah, okay, so time slot wise, like, this time slot is very nice because it hits basically all the English speaking demographics. Like, it hits Europe in a decent time zone, it hits America in a decent time zone, hits some parts of Australia, but not many. But it's like, it's a good time slot in that regard. So if you didn't have a restraint on what time you streamed at and you want to get maximize the most viewers or the most exposure, now is the best time to stream, arguably. If you're an English-speaking person. Obviously, it changes based off of what language you're working on. I probably should have just kept the slammer. Or the femur. Holy shit! I can't read chat right now, by the way, because there's a mass ban going on. And, like, half the fucking page is just like, this person's been banned, this person's been banned, and it's just going up. Bless moderators. Chat is fucking dying. You good, Chad? Where am I going with this? I feel like I'm having a long-winded story and it keeps getting distracted by bots. Poggies. Yeah, because it hits all the audiences. The issue comes on, like, alright, let's say... I mean, the easiest example is just me, even though it's a little egotistical. Like, if I was somebody like Joe, I'm using Joe because he's a friend, I wouldn't ever want to stream at the same time I'm streaming if I was Joe. And the reason for that is because our viewership overlaps, and I'm generally the more popular. I have more viewers. I'm more known. So I will eat into his viewership a lot more. So if his goal was to maximize viewership, then he would pick a different time. And a lot of people stream at, like, the later in the evening time slot. You know, it's like streaming is oddly competitive in that regards. Or in that regard. This is a little slow. Do you need to worry about it all the time? No. I think that is a very unhealthy way of looking at it. Thinking, oh man, I can't stream right now because this person is streaming. It's like, yeah, but how are you supposed to grow if you're not live? You don't grow on Twitch if you do not have that live button hit. You kind of just got to start streaming. And it's like, you can adjust to like different things. It's like, oh, Hubu, like, oh, this streamer doesn't stream on this day. I'll take the time slot then, or whatever. You know, like you can do things like that. Obviously, time slots aren't always going to work out if you're like, you know, doing Twitch part-time and, you know, you have an actual job that you have to work around. So at that point, it's kind of just stream at whatever hours you can because you're better off being live than not live. Now, if you want to go you can go what I think a lot of the people call the Ludwig route now, where he's not necessarily a streamer per se, but more of a YouTuber, where you stream to make YouTube videos. And what I mean by that is like your streams are then supposed to just be edited and condensed to be a YouTube video instead. And that's what you stream. And it's just like a 2 to 3 hour thing. You don't really care about being live all the time. Like somebody like XQC, Hassan, some of these like really like big streamers, they're just live 12 to 16 hours a day. And that's how they keep people. If you know what you're doing, you can actually somewhat sustain yourself on a lower amount of viewers than you would expect. It wildly differs between communities, though. I know there are streamers who make, like, a decent living with less than 200 viewers. But they market themselves in different ways and do different things than just hit the go live button and make YouTube videos. Is like the difference. And it's very like community oriented. Some communities are much more generous than others. I think the Stardew Valley community is on the, I wouldn't say higher end, but it's definitely above average in that regards. Yeah, they do a bunch of subathons. They do a bunch of other things, a bunch of like other goals. Like there's other incentives than just subs. Yeah, our community is like definitely on the better end. I think the Stardew community is generally on the better end, mainly due to its older older like demographic. Actually, we have a older than average demographic for most games, so it ends up having a lot more mature people. And honestly, because we have a lot more mature people, it also ends up with more money in the ecosystem. Because people have actual, like, jobs and income. Where it's not Fortnite where you get 12-year-olds watching and can't pay the bills other than a Twitch Prime. Why do you think Ninja was yelling at his, not yelling, but like encouraging his viewers to Twitch Prime because they can't they can't pay any other way? You know? I don't really want to be breaking rocks here, but I don't really feel like I have much of a voice. The English side of Stardew, I feel like, definitely has an older demographic than most games. It's also, I mean, Stardew just has a very unique demographic. It's skewed towards, it's one of the few games that is skewed towards, females in terms of its demographic, and it's older skewed. That was a really bad 40 to 45. I have 6 iron. Yeah. Nothing wrong with any of that, by the way. It doesn't matter. But I mean, it's something that you have to take into account when it comes to if you want to make a living off of this. You know, I can't just, you know, if I know that my demographic is more female than males, I can't just be like in here saying the fucking saying grotesque shit, completely degenerate shit, and going like, well, today, boys, we're gonna be doing, you know, I can't go Ludwig where your opening is literally, boys. See, Booba rants are fine, though, because who doesn't love Booba? But my point still stands. I can't just be saying the most foul shit imaginable. Yeah, let's get a Manscaped promo ad in here as well. That'll work out great. We're out of energy, unfortunately. Took too long getting 45. We're having a good talk, so I don't want to end stream, but I don't really want to do more runs. So. Play a little bit of main game. Because it's the split that I reset the most in the run. It's the mine split, so basically it's, can I get through the mines? And if you were watching a majority of the stream, I was kind of just stuck in the mines a majority of the stream. And that's generally how they work. Yeah. Again, I'm just saying the general demographic. I'm not trying to call anybody out in particular. But I mean, it applies to, since it's the general demographic, it applies to most people, so people are going to be called out. But there's nothing wrong with, you know, being on the older side, and obviously you should never feel bad about being a woman. That's just diabolical. be proud, you know? I'm more just pointing out statistics, and that's the entire reasoning behind it. You know, I'm trying to slip the slopes and it's not working. Boo say Happy Women's Month. Happy Women's Month. Women's History Month. Boggies. He single-handedly ended patriarchy, yep. With that one statement. I've been in the Barbie movie. Yeah, I don't know. Statistics are weird, and you gotta be self-conscious. Streaming is oddly competitive, and that's the unfortunate nature about it. If you want to stay at the top, you have to always be live, so you don't let viewers go to other people. You need to be live. Jump. Do you need to be live every single day? No. Obviously, people have proven that you don't need to be live for hours upon hours upon hours. People like Ludwig, obviously, like that worked. The easy to show example in the Stardew community is Z. He grew in popularity at a much faster rate than basically everybody else doing the exact same method that Ludwig did. Johnny has kind of followed suit. But, yeah, Shawnee's kind of similar in the same way. Shawnee's just, like, less of a case and does, like, bigger videos every so often instead of just like the quote-unquote stream highlights. That hit me. Yeah. Oh, you want to hit a wider stream of audience? Yeah. I was doing CC runs for about 3 hours, and I was kind of at my point where I don't really do more runs because I lose my focus, and I just wouldn't have a good time. But we were having a good talk about like Twitch analytics and just streaming analytics in general. And I didn't really want to end it, so I'm kind of just playing Dynamo Kart while talking. And I don't really want to change my title because I don't know how much longer I'm going to actually stream. It's not really worth the time to change title. I missed that jump. Y'all know this is real game. Yeah, this is main game. The farming simulator and mine simulator aspect of this game is the side part. This is main game. I don't know. He just had he had a what I would consider a much better work ethic, or like a better suited work ethic for YouTube than I do. I'm much more of a hit the go live button and just stream. But I also don't fit, like, necessarily the grind set mindset where I don't stream, you know, 12 hours a day. I just can't. So it's like, I need to be in that. I need to be more on the YouTube side, but I just don't have the work ethic for it. Just one of the things that glows. No pun intended with this whale. One stream? I think I'll stream longer than normal when 1.6 comes out. I'll hopefully probably stream for 6 to 8 hours. But no, I'm probably not gonna do a 24-hour stream. God no. This is the new event? Yeah, this is 1.6 spoiler. This is the new 1.6 event. Why Juno card? I'm done with community center runs today. I just haven't bothered changing my title because I'm not probably gonna play this for long. We're having a good topic discussion about something, and I didn't want it to end, so I'm kind of just stalling by playing Juno card and talking about it. Because I'm mentally out of it for CC runs. Running community center for basically 3.5 hours. If I were to start another run, I would be going for what, 6 hours? And by that point, my brain's going to be completely shut off, and I'm going to be making mistakes, making the run garbage, and I'll probably just throw. See, I don't like the idea of subathons because it really just does feel like scamming a lot of money from people. Like, the only way how I do a subathon is with, like, an actual good twist to it. Because, I don't know, I just don't, it feels wrong to me. I don't like that form of content in a lot of ways. It's just not me. But it have to be, like, a twist. Like, I think the best 2 twists for subathons that I've actively seen was, funny enough, Ludwig's second subathon, where he streamed himself in, like, a glass box for, like, 3 days. Or whatever. Which was kind of funny. And then I liked Point Crow's, a random time one. Where if you subbed, you spun a wheel, and that wheel would add a random amount of time to the subathon. So people who would whale for you didn't get, like, bonus time. It was always the same. Yeah, but at that point, you can just add goals to your stream. Like, okay, we hit 300 subs, we do this, we do that. Redeemed a bone. This run's gonna loop just for this. Oh. I'm not getting this. Scary. I did get it and I lived. Not gonna lie, that bone zone kind of turned off my brain and I forgot what we were talking about. There's the loop. Boobs? Boobs, okay. More of a thigh guy, but that's fine. Oh, I thought I died there. There are two types of men in this world. True. Not anytime soon. Terraria is a game where I have to put in a lot of practice. And I thought I was gonna die there multiple times. I gotta put in a lot of practice and focus into it. So it would have to be like the only game I play and only game I focus on for a while to be able to even come close to Afro's time. And I don't really want to put in that effort currently. And then we have 1.6 around the corner, so I don't want to start putting in the effort just to get distracted with 1.6. Get that. God, I hate barricades like that. That's a good one to end on. I hate barricades like that though, because it's like if you jump too high and you don't come down on it fast enough, it'll just push you off the edge because it gives you a little like height boost. So you have to like min jump into it, and I just didn't jump high enough, or I jumped too early. Whatever. I'm gonna peace. I want to get food. I need a break. I will be back on tomorrow doing more runs. Hopefully we get runs similar to the ones at the start. I think we got to Mines Day 3 twice today, so that's not bad. Oh, we're getting a funny little ad break. Anyways, I'm going to send off YouTube chat first because I raid on Twitch. So YouTube, appreciate you guys watching. I'll be on the same time tomorrow doing more runs, but I appreciate the view, or appreciate you guys watching. So hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your day. Stay safe out there and just take care. Later. Peace. I really gotta set up like the subscription and stuff on YouTube. I'll probably do that today. I gotta do tax stuff today too. Tomorrow's tax day. We love taxes. Who is online? Terms on. Elgato's on. Elgato's doing. Yeah, Elgato's doing a Craftsman speedrun. Who's on it? Crazy. I'm gonna rate Pete. I'm gonna peace. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll be back on tomorrow doing more runs, as I said before. Yeah. On that, appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys listening to my TED Talk today, because we kind of talked a lot about fucking analytics and shit. I'm looking at my hair right now on camera, and I need a haircut. It's kind of getting long. When it gets like down to the bottom of my nose, I need a haircut. Whatever. I'm getting distracted. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your Tuesday. Stay safe out there, and yeah, take care. Peace.